What up, YouTube? It's your boy AJ back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the entrepreneurial mindset, what investing is, how important investments are, and what you should look for when you're investing. All right, so it's going to be a fun video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. Oftentimes, I hear people talk about investing, but my question is, do they fully understand exactly what investing means? Or, do they grasp what they're actually doing instead of just like someone telling them about something and they're just getting excited and just put money into it sporadically without even doing the research. So let's break it down. Let's understand like what is investing. So let's look at the definition. To invest is to expend money with the expectation of achieving a profit or material result by putting it into financial plans, shares, or property, or by using it to develop a commercial venture. I just want to say this. Most people are not necessarily trying to develop a commercial venture, but instead, out to reap the benefits of the unrealized capital gains that they can get from investment. I mean, that's my mindset, and I would assume that a lot of people, at least get into finance or crypto for the first time, that's all they care about right now. I mean, the commercial aspect that will come later, which leads me to my next question. Why should you invest? The simple answer is you should want to invest to put your money to work to build wealth. Some people invest to create an early retirement path. Others invest to afford large transactions. Some invest to live comfortable later in life. And most people invest to establish financial freedom. That's the goal. We all want to invest to have something, set aside, or we want to create some passive income stream. But the end result is we want to be able to be financially free and not have to worry about, accumulating too much debt and not being able to afford to pay the debt. Whatever the case may be, it all starts with an attainable plan and the execution of it. So I don't care what you're doing. You got to have a plan and you got to execute it well. That's the name of the game, which leads to a follow-up question. What do you look for when investing? From experience as an entrepreneur and investor, I kind of narrowed it down to a few things that I identify every time I'm investing in something. I want to see positive financial growth and operational stability. I want to see the differentiating factors as it relates to its competitors. I feel like this is important because you want to determine the appropriate valuation for a stock or even a crypto and whether it's undervalued or not. You want to know how dividends are distributed in order to create stability. In crypto, this is often referred to as rebasing. Rebasing is a decentralized finance method used to reward investors, similar to traditional centralized methods used in the outside finance world. The last and the most important thing I look at is, simply put, is this the right team for the job? All investment opportunities has a team associated with it, but it's your job as an investor to do your due diligence to actually research the team, whether it's through earnings calls, AMAs, transcripts, or whatever the case may be. It's your job to understand like what you're getting yourself into, because the last thing that you want is to go in blind and end up losing all of your money, just simply because you didn't do enough research to understand what you was getting yourself into. So that wraps it up for the investment segment. So let's talk about something as it relates to crypto. All right. I want to introduce you guys to Safuu. For some of you guys that don't know about it, I'm in the protocol. I've been an investor in the protocol for a while. I definitely want to teach newcomers and current investors, a little bit more about the protocol if they don't quite understand it. So let's get into it. You read it right, guys. Let's talk about Safuu, the highest paying auto staking and auto compounding protocol with the highest fixed APY in crypto. That's important. Fixed APY. All right. So Safuu is at 383,025.80%. Man, that's a big number. If you're not too familiar with how APY translates to APR and daily compound interest, yeah, stick around for the last part of the video. I'm definitely gonna walk you guys through it, have a breakdown. I'm gonna convert it for you guys. All right, so but for this, I just really want to talk about, the most important things that may be important to like newcomer investors, which is interest. People care about how they're gonna get paid and how often they're gonna get paid. For this protocol, you see it. Interest paid every 15 minutes, 96 times a day. That's crazy. Meaning you can take out money 96 times a day if you choose to do so. But that will come with a little risk and also come with a little caveat as far as taxes goes. So let's scroll down. Some of you guys, I want to add this to y'all MetaMask or whatever wallet. We got the contract address right here. It is clickable, so you can just click on it. Also followed by the click to buy will take you to another screen. We can actually click, buy, swap whatever you want for Safuu. So how much can I earn? At the end of the year with $1,000 invested can turn into $3.8 million. That sounds so insane though, but let me break this down on how this calculated. So this protocol started on March 1st, 2022. If you invested $1,000 on that day, the protocol was built to sustain an average price of $16.50 for a period of 1 year. So once that period ended, you should have about $3.8 million in your bank account if the price maintains $16.50. It's not to say that you can't make that now, getting at a later time. It would just require a little bit more money, and you also got to take in consideration the price. So I'm gonna walk you guys through a calculator, and it's gonna tell you everything you need to know, and it's gonna show you the projections. The most important thing about this protocol is taxes. Taxes on anything is only going to help the protocol remain sustainable because it's distributing the money in the places to where it needs to go. All right, so as you can see right here on a buy, 14% slippage or 14% tax. All right, so you're paying 14% automatically when you buy. Could be paying a lot more depending on where you're buying from. So for instance, if you're buying on Pancake Swap, you could potentially be paying an upwards of 20%, 30%, depending on the daily volume for that day. And the same goes for sales. I mean, it can vary. It can be, 20%, 30, 40%, who knows? Depending on the volume, depending on the exchange on which you're buying and selling on. All right, so, but this is the holy grail. And the last part at the bottom of this is you see the fire pit. By taking tokens out of circulation, obviously helps the value of the protocol goes up in terms of like price point, market cap, everything. And that's what you want. And this is what a lot of competitors to Safuu are failing. They started burning at a later rate. So it's basically letting the economy inflate and then trying to get on top of inflation at the last minute. Similar to what we're doing now. It's already too late. What's done is done. I mean, it's just going to affect everyone at that point. But Safuu did it the smarter way. They nipped it in the bud early on. As soon as they launch, they start burning tokens. It's not 3 or 4 months later, and then we want to start burning because the price keeps dropping tremendously. No, you have to think this through. So next, I want to go through the white paper a little bit, and then we're going to go specifically and talk about EPOCHs, and then we're going to hop into the calculator. Let's talk about long-term interest cycle, or EPOCH. So looking at the first 12 months, you're getting 0.02355% every EPOCH. All right, so let's go back to the website. There's 96 EPOCHs a day. So basically, you're breaking this down divided by 96 to get that percentage that was just shown. So like I said, in order to hit that $3.8 million goal, it has to be for the first 12 months. And then following the 12 months, then it's going to drop down significantly. So you're not going to be at 0.02355 anymore. So for the 6 months following the 12 months, you're looking at 0.00211%. and then another huge drop off for the next 6.5 years, you're looking at 0.00014%. And then for the remainder of the protocol, you're looking at an even significant drop off of 0.00002%. Now that we understand what the EPOCHs are and how they're broken down, let's get into the calculator. Right now we're showing the dashboard. I'm gonna go down to the calculator so we can actually play with some numbers. Let's say you want to buy 100 Safuu. That will cost you $2,153. It's right here for your initial investment. All right, so let's just say you want to hold on to the Safuu for about 60 days. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna scroll this over to 60. All right, so your 2153 will potentially be 8357. That sounds way too good to be true, but it's true because we got a lot of investors in here that are making money like this. All right, just say, hey, you want to be in for the remaining duration of this current APY, which is for 12 months. All right, so let's throw this all the way to the end, to the remaining time we have left in the first EPOCH. So now things just got crazy. So your 2153 investment could potentially turn into $436,642. As long as you just hold the token, that's all you got to do. And also your 100 Safuu just turned into 20,280 Safuu. It's a great ROI for anyone, just to say, hey, I put $2,100 in this protocol and I made over $400,000 ROI. That's insane. I mean, not many protocols out there are doing that for you. I don't know any personally. Safuu is where it's at. I mean, I'm invested into it. I've been in it for a while, made a lot of money in it, and it's working for me. It's working for over 150,000 investors that we have, and we're getting more and more each day. I mean, we're trending. We're trending pretty much everywhere. Even though it's a bear market, it's not so much a bear market within Safuu because of how it's paid out. And it's not something you just want to put money into today and take out tomorrow, because like I showed you before, 14% buy tax, 16% sales tax, 30% swing tax, minimal, not including the other taxes associated with it on the platform that you're trading on. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say the price goes up to 50 and taps out at 50 at the end of the first EPOCH. You just made $1,014,033. That's insane, but it's possible. But that's all I want to talk to you guys about. So let's get into this other tool that I like to use. But first, let's break down this APY. So we're going to break down this APY into APR, and we're going to break down APR into daily compound interest. All right, so let's do it. So this is a calculator that I like to use for APY. So we know that the APY is 383,025.80. So what does that mean as far as daily goes? So for daily APR, you're looking at 834.5%, which is crazy. I don't know how many of you guys get paid that much anywhere else, but obviously Safuu is working. But just to put that in perspective, I'm gonna look at it with my bank. It's like when I look at my bank right here, look at the APY. Look at what I'm getting if I was to do these accounts. I think the maximum I can get paid APY wise is $250,000 to reap the benefits of a 0.50% APY. Man, that's a slap in the face. Like, that's insane. That's nothing compared to this. That's nothing. It's not even a thought. Like, why wouldn't you put money into something that's proved to work and it's going to pay you out a lot faster and a lot more than, this. So let's go to my other tool that I like to use to convert APR to daily compound interest. So I'm going to copy this, going to paste it in here. We're going to keep the compound at 365 because 365 days in a year. And this is what we end up with. This is what Safuu is paying us each day. Daily compound interest of 2.286%. All right, so that's good to know. It's always important to know like what your daily compound interest is each day. I mean, because that's how money is made, on compound interest, on dividends and things of that nature. A sustainable 2.286% is what I'm looking for. It's what you guys should be proud of having. I mean, it's great. So let's take a little bit further. Let's go to my daily compound interest calculator. All right, so we're going to paste that percentage in here. And we're going to go back to the Safuu calculator. And we're going to take this 2153 amount, copy it, and paste it in here. All right, so we got 235 days left. So just to verify, this amount, we're going to make sure that we can get the same amount on this calculator. All right, so let's calculate it. Oh no, so I gotta have it at the current price. Okay, so at the current price, you will make $436,642 if it sustained itself for that full year. So on here, it's about the same, just off slightly because of different calculations. But yeah, you get the point. I like to use this tool, that way I can actually formulate what I want to do. Because I personally like to know what I'm making each week, and I need a breakdown like this. And also I like to know what my potential earnings may be for a particular month. That way I can possibly plan a trip around or something like this. So it's a really good tool to use. I use it all the time. If you really like the tool, you can definitely export it right here and basically import it into your calendar. You can actually formulate a real plan based on like, okay, on this month, on this particular day during this month or whatever, let's say like, yeah, on this particular week, I'm gonna take out this, do a lot of Black Friday, giveaways or something like that. Whatever you choose to do, it's good to have like something like this that breaks it down. All right, so yeah, like I said, that's the daily compound interest that we're receiving now. It's the only thing that really matters right now. I'm not gonna go in daily compound interest on the other EPOCHs right now. It's obviously gonna be significantly lower. All right, so let's do one more thing. Let's just say I want to take out money every so often. Let's say once a week-ish. This is about 4.5 days out the month you want to take profits. So let's calculate that. So just by doing that with the remaining 235 days left, you're still going to come out on top. Even if you take out money every week, you've taken out $34,000. I mean, for some people, that's more than what their job paid them. I mean, it's still good money. It's passive income. So it's good to have, opportunities and other, streams of income out there. No one is going to hate on that. At least I won't. I mean, you got people out there that's going to be mad that they didn't get in on the front end, or they didn't invest when you did. But hey, I'd rather be in it than to be on the outside looking in at the end of the day. So yeah, this concludes everything I want to talk about. And I hope you guys really liked the video. I tried to put a lot of in-depth analysis into it. I really tried to break everything down. And I also want to give a shout out to these guys up here, man. It's like, if you're in the Discord, you know how active these guys are, man. They always posting videos, always uplifting the community. And also been getting a lot of investments in the protocol, especially in the man himself. Man, he's always doing this thing. So you got to give a shout out to the legend himself, man. Always coming up with something. And also, we got a big event plan coming up really soon. It's going to take place in Dubai. So Safuu may be the major sponsor for the event. We don't know yet, but hey, it's in the works. All right, I'm gonna cut this video short. Please like, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. I'm out.